Welcome Wanderers to Told You Wood Colors. My name is Jennifer and today I'll be showing you my completed pages for the month of February 2025. I do have some small statistics here. I'm not really a journal person. I don't think that I would be one to keep up with it, so I don't want to start one without knowing that I would. So I just put it on a scrap of paper. So this last month, February, I ended up working in 13 coloring books. 8 of those coloring books were Untouched coloring books, and I did complete 15 coloring pages. 2 of those were buddies, and I have 3 work in progress. So I will show you the whips that I have first. One of them is in Circle of Life by Melpomeni, and I'm really enjoying this page a lot, so I'm not even bothered that it is a work in progress. I don't like having whips at all. But with this one, it's okay. I'm really enjoying the process of coloring it and figuring out the colors that I want for it, and just I really love her artwork. So staying in this book as long as possible is probably going to make me happier than getting pages done. So I started with Tombow markers, the water-based markers, and that's pretty much all I used for the leaves. I did add some Prismas, and then the rest of the page I'm most likely going to do in my Prismacolors. So I love what I have going on with it so far. I love all the colors and how they're coming out together. And I'm excited to keep on working on this and see how it ends up. So this is what I have so far for those pages in Circle of Life. And the next one, this one's really tiny. I started working on this with you guys for a color along on my channel, Colors of Daydreams by Nikolett Delafraye. And we didn't get too far. This is as far as we got. I was wanting to do it quick in the morning with you guys, which I kind of sort of do love coloring in my mornings, but I had to get ready for work, and that's as far as I got. So hopefully I'll be able to get part 2 of the color along up for you guys in the next week or 2. I know it's a stretch and I know it's a while from the first video, but I have a lot of things planned. And February was just so crazy, so I wasn't able to get it out then either. But I'm also hoping that part 2 just finishes up the page. So the next one that you see pop up for this one, hopefully it's the finished product and you'll be able to color along with me. So I really did enjoy coming on and working on these flowers, and hopefully we'll get to see the rest of it very soon. So that's Colors of Daydreams by Nikolett Delafraye, and keep your eye out for the color along. The next one I have, it's not even a whip, but I figured I'd show you guys anyway. We are supposed to be doing this book in a buddy group on Instagram, and this was the page that was supposed to be completed for February, and I just didn't get to it. Like I said, February was very busy. And I know that alcohol markers work really well in this book because that's what I used for this page. But when I looked at this page, it didn't feel like an alcohol marker page to me. It just felt like it was something that needed to be done in pencil. So now that I have more time this month, I feel like I'll be able to get this done. And I do believe we decided to just do this page for March anyway. So I definitely feel like that's doable. So hopefully we'll get this one done. I think so. And I'm really excited to get that one started. So nice little town 10, completely untouched. But we'll be working on that. The next one that I have here is In a Million Unicorns by Lulu Mayo. This one was almost considered finished until I saw other completed pages that I did and the backgrounds that I did in them. And then it bothered me that this one didn't have a background because I could envision the background for it when I was looking back through my pages. So this is the one that I did, and I was gonna post it for the scavenger hunt hashtag that Coloring Bumblebee does. Her scavenger hunt had heart in it for the Lulu Mayo books. So I was gonna do this one, but then, like I said, it just looked unfinished to me. And now I can picture a background that I really want to do for this. So I am putting it in the whips pile. So this one I did not consider as done yet, but I am hoping to get it done, and I'm actually wanting to record the process for the background because it's something I've never done before. So I want to tag that along in my first attempts. I'll have a playlist going of that. I think that playlist is going to be really fun because it'll be my first attempt at doing a lot of things, and I think it'll be hilarious. And also, I know the green unicorn is very, very random, but I'm totally in love with it. My fiance's favorite color is green, and it just makes me think of him, and it makes me happy. So I love the singled out green unicorn there. So that one, hopefully, again, I'll be able to get done in March. So this page here was completed for Amy Ward Art's Fabulous Freebies hashtag. She chose one from Melpomeni's website, and I loved doing this page. I had so much fun with it. I tagged in Amanda Colors, her hashtag, her color palette hashtag as well. So I used Amanda Colors color palette hashtag on Amy Ward Art's Fabulous Freebie hashtag, and they both went together really well, I think. It just worked. It was a match made in heaven this month. So we'll see if I'll be able to tie that in for the remaining months of the year. If they don't really match up, I won't be doing it, but I love the way that it turned out this month. I did do a quick sketch of this too before I colored the final product, and I really enjoyed the way this one turned out, except for the red snail. I didn't like the red snail, so I did in pink. And I think it turned out really, really well. I enjoy how bold it looks and how vibrant it looks, and how the colors just pop right off the page with that black background. I think it looks really nice. And with the color palette hashtag, I wasn't sure how strict the rules were, because on this page they have the black specks all around, and I was gonna go over those with my gold metallic gel pen, but I didn't, because I didn't know if it was allowed and I didn't want to break the rules. So I just left it as is, but I still really love it, and I had a lot of fun with this, so that was awesome. All right, going to my books. This one here, Pattern Harmony. Let me see if I can zoom you in. There we go. My itty bitty pocket-sized coloring book. This is for my ASMR color alongs on my channel. So each of these pages are done, and there's just the piece of marker paper, and I really do enjoy that time. So these pages are all very calming to me, and I enjoy working through this book. This page was dedicated to my friend Kate. She had just had to let her dog down, and she's going through a really rough time with that, so I wanted to dedicate a page to her, and her favorite color was purple. And I know there's not much cheering up you can do during a time like that, but I figured that's what I thought to do for her, and she said she enjoyed it. So I'm happy I was able to do that for my buddy Kate. And this is the last one that I did in this book, and I added some metallic marker to the page, and I had a lot of fun with this one too. So that's what I got done for February in my little pocketbook here. The next one that I have is in Johanna Bafford's Small Victories. This one was an untouched coloring book, and I was really excited to start coloring in it. So I got these small victories done here in the front of the book. These are both quiet color alongs that I have up on my channel, and I really enjoyed the process of these. I love how bright and vibrant the colors are, and I'm hoping to continue that brightness throughout the rest of the page. And I also love the way the metallic silver gel pen pops right off the page and highlights certain items through each image. So again, I'm hoping to complete this page using the same vibrancy that I have on these first two colorings. I had a lot of fun doing these. So we'll see what I can accomplish with the rest of that. And this page was a buddy color that I did with Nikki on Instagram. Her information, along with anybody else that I mentioned, will be in the description of the video below. And I'll also post her page up here. Her page is stunning. I loved the purple and orange together. I have been on a purple orange kick, and whenever I saw her page come through, it made me so happy. Because I did my koi fish in Circle of Life in orange and purple, and I did my hugging squirrels in purple and orange, and I think there was something else that I did in purple and orange. There's just so much purple and orange, and when her page came through, it put a big smile on my face. I loved it so much, and I love the way that her page turned out. And with my page here, I did all in Prismacolor pencils, and I think it's funny how fast I thought this would go because it was in such a tiny book, but this actually took me quite some time, but I enjoyed every second of it. While I was coloring this page, I was watching a lot of videos from A Pictured Purpose by Kira, and she has so many Rita Berman inspirations up on her channel that I wanted to have a go at it. So this is my attempt at anything related to Rita Berman that I could. I started with the flower in the center, and I went out, and I had so much fun just playing around with color. I really enjoy the way that this inner circle turned out to look almost like watercolor. I just love the way that that turned out, but everything is Prismacolor. And I did actually pull this from a color palette just right off of Google. I really want the color cubes now after looking up some color palettes throughout the month of February. I think that's gonna jump right into my wish list, but I typed in floral color palette, and this was one of the first ones that popped up, and I fell in love. I think it's also something that I'm gonna pull over into the second page. I don't know if it's something that I'm gonna do for March, but it's definitely something that I'm gonna do in the future. I do have my colors written down, so that'll be easy to just pull them out again and work on this whenever I want to. But I really had so much fun coloring with Nikki, doing that buddy color with her, and getting my first full page done in Small Victories by Johanna Basford. Next up, we have The Planner by Johanna Basford, and it's so funny. I just realized that this front of the planner was the page that I just colored in Small Victories. I just noticed that earlier today when I was pulling all the books together for this video, and I just started cracking up. I don't know why. I just thought it was so hilarious. So in this planner, I did not get to much. I did finish this. This was a whip that I did not get to complete for January, but I did finish it up in February, and I love the way that this page, to me, it tells a story. This person sits at this desk very often, writes on their typewriter all the time. They're a heavy writer, and their desk is being worn down by how much they work at this desk, and their passion is just growing all around them. I just love the little stories that comes from these pages that I make up. I don't know. It's fun to do. It's fun to give a backstory to these pages that you do. But yeah, I love the way that came across on the page, how that desk looks worn down and used heavily. So I finished that up. It was just the desk that I needed to color. So that was real quick. I didn't do every single page that I wanted to get done. This one I really wanted to, but I just didn't get to it. So that's that. I already knew that wasn't gonna happen. This one here, I couldn't think of anything, so another one that didn't happen, and then we get to this one, super simple, super cute. This was done with my Tombow markers, and I had a lot of fun with this one. It was just really nice to do on the couch real quick with the kids around. I love how I always remember the time and place that I was when I complete pages. That's always fun too, to have that story. But yeah, Tombow markers, something really quick and easy to get done. And then the next one that I did, yeah, that wasn't happening, was in alcohol marker. And I figured to myself, you know what, it is okay to do these in alcohol marker because you don't get a chance to do that in Johanna's actual books because they're double-sided. So I was like, you know what, just pull out the markers. February was so crazy. The alcohols really saved me. Yeah, it really came together really nice. I had a hard time figuring out what I wanted to do as far as the color palette for this page. I was picturing traditional red mushroom with greenery all around with some lights scattered in, like glow effects. And then I ended up with this. I don't know how, but I love it. I love the way that it turned out. And I love the look and feel. It's like an autumnal feel almost. And that makes me really happy because it's been cold and dreary and damp. And it's starting to look a little bit like spring. But I just love the warmth that I get from this page. I think fall might be my favorite season. Fall or spring. It would be spring into summer, where it's the warmer side of spring, not the winter into spring kind of spring. That is too cold, but I really do enjoy fall a lot. So I just love the way that this makes me feel when I look at it. So that's what I completed in the planner for February. This next one here was another quick one that I did. I pulled this book out, I think it was the 1st of February, and I did this page right away. This is another Untouched book that I worked in, and I did have fun with this one, and then I picked out a page. I don't think it's the one that's flagged. Oh yeah, it is. It is. So with this one, I was sitting on the couch, I opened up the book, I opened up my marker case, my son comes up to me, grabs a marker and says, "This one." So I said, okay, and I started coloring, and then I put the marker back, and my son grabbed another marker and he said, "This one." So I said, okay, and I colored some more, and we continued to do that until the page was just about done, because I think I did the cat on my own. I think I did the cat, maybe the pot, maybe the bushes out here, but most everything else was him picking out colors, and he did a decent job, I have to say. Very good. I was really happy that he picked out an orange one because I don't know what I would have done with this carrot if he did not pick an orange color. But I did this. It was so fun to do with my son. But I did recognize that I just wasn't in the groove of coloring something like this. I wanted something more detailed. I was a little bored coloring it, and I was almost happy that my son was picking colors for me so that I didn't have to think much on it. And after I was done with this page, I just decided to give this one to my daughter. She's really loving it. She was begging me for the book anyway. And at first I was like, no, because I wanted to try the cutesy trend. And I still do have a couple of them. This was done by my daughter, my 9-year-old. She did a cute job with that. I think she's still working on it, but yeah. So I still do have a couple of these books, but I do recognize that I definitely like more detail work. I love my pencils. I do like my alcohol markers too, but maybe on better paper. So it's my daughter's book now, and you might not see another colored page from this one from me. But that's all right. We are all learning what we like, and I think that told me, ooh, I have a little bit of a shine. All right. I don't know if there was an awkward cut there or not, but I tried to fix my lighting. I noticed there was a really big glare on my book. So I don't know if there was an awkward cut there or not, but I'm back. So the next colored page that I have is in Daydreams by Hannah Carlson. This is also another Untouched book that I colored in, and I thank the lovely Cynthia from Instagram for buddy coloring with me in this book. I don't think I would have finished this page without her. She got her page done really quick. I'll pop hers up on the screen now. And it is stunning. It's so beautiful. When she told me she was done with it, I was like, wait, I'm still going. But I love the colors that pop off the page from her completed page in Daydreams. I love her bird. I think her bird is my favorite. I love the purple in it. And it just makes me happy. So I think all my buddy colors make me happy because it really is so much fun coloring with somebody and sharing your pages at the end of the process, making a new friend, learning more about people. I'm so bad at continuing a conversation or staying in touch. I also tend to post things and forget about them, and I've noticed that I'm really bad at getting back to comments, so I am going to be working on that. It's just really hectic and I'm not used to being on social media, so it's definitely something that I have to learn to get better at, because I don't want to be distant. I definitely do want to make friends in this community. And Cynthia's been so great. She's so awesome. And I loved working on this page with her. So that was Cynthia's page in Daydreams. It's absolutely beautiful. And I thank her so much for coloring with me. My page here is this one. And I didn't know where I wanted to go with the colors in this one. I don't know why. Color palettes were really hard for me this month. But I think with this one, I just started with the mushrooms. I decided they were going to be yellow, and I started it, and then I just went from there. So I did the bottom half first, and then I went up to the top, and I like the way that it all just works together. So I actually really do enjoy this page a lot. So when I think of this page, I think of Cynthia. I just love how pages do that for you. And also, while I was working on this page, I was watching Sarah at Ink and Hue Coloring. She does live streams every Sunday, and they're hilarious. They're the best. And it's just so fun to sit down and color and chat with all the ladies. Everything coloring, everything fun. Sarah's so great, and she's very talented. So I enjoy my Sundays when I can, when she does her live streams. And when I look at this page, I think of my buddy Cynthia and Sarah from Ink and Hue Coloring, because that's who I was hanging out with when I was coloring this page. And yeah, so I just see this and I think of her coloring that she was doing while I was coloring, and it was just so much fun to do that. So so yeah, I really did enjoy this. And like I said, I really don't think I would have finished this, not because I wasn't enjoying this page. It was just, to me, a lot, and I did it all with Prismacolor. And I think that had me thinking that it was a lot of work too, because I did a decent amount of alcohol marker work this month. And because of the time it was taking to complete this one, I was like, I don't know if I can get this done. It was getting closer and closer to the end of the month. But because of Cynthia, I got it done. And I have to give extra thanks to her for that. She was very, very patient with me. Very patient. So, but I'm really glad. I'm really glad that I did get it done. And not having a background on this one doesn't bother me, because there's already so much. It's so bold and bright, and there's so much going on already on the page. I don't think it needs a background, so this one's done in my book, and I'm happy with it. So that was my page in Daydreams by Hannah Carlson. This one here, I know I talked about a lot. There was a page that I picked out in this book. You've seen it twice now if you've been following my channel, and it's still uncolored. I think at this point it might be like a fear of messing it up, But I don't know. I don't know if it's that, because I really am excited. I have the perfect vision in mind to do this, and I really think I can get it done. So I don't know if I'm afraid of getting it messed up or not, or if I'm just not ready to do this page. I don't know what it is, but I didn't get to it. I got to a different page, and if you know me, it's the first one. I love working on the first page of the books. I love seeing color as soon as I open up my coloring books. And it's very similar to the front cover, but I tried to make it a little bit different. Their horse is this pinky, orange, yellow. I made mine teal. Everything else is pretty similar. My octopus is more yellow. And my goat's a little less purple. And my turtle has more orange yellow in it, and theirs is more green. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is, but I really did like working on this one. It's all alcohol marker, and I had a really fun time doing this page. So I at least got something done in the book. This was completely uncolored, so it's another untouched book that I got to enjoy. And I don't know if I'm going to do this one for March yet or not. I was looking through it again, and I feel like I really want to do another page in this book, but maybe just not that one. I don't know what it is. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But this is the one that I got done, and I had a lot of fun doing it. All alcohol marker. Mythographic Mythical Beasts by Veronica Kolinska. The next book that I have here is out of Weird Holidays. This one's a rough one for me. I don't know what it is about the paper in this book, but I just can't get it right. I just can't. I can't even explain. I mean, it feels fine, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe it's toothy, if that was a good way to describe it. I did this one. This was all in Crayola colored pencil. And I thought, oh, maybe that was my problem. I didn't have good enough pencils for it. This was in January. So for February, I did this page here. And I thought to myself, oh, well, I'll just use crayon, because back in the good old days when you had a coloring book and you had your crayons, like, it was never hard to color with your crayons, but it was so hard. It was very difficult for me to color this page, and I don't know what it was. So this is a mix of Crayola crayons and Crayola colored pencil. So I still didn't use my Prismacolors in this book, but at the same time, because of how toothy it is, I feel like it would eat up my Prismacolors in a second. So I don't know what I'm gonna do going forward. I don't know what to use. Maybe water-based markers. I'm not sure. But it's cute. It looks nice. It was just not a fun experience to color in. I really like the way that I got a stormy background, and maybe that's a good way to go with this book, because it's so streaky, so it looks like a heavy downpour rain. And I like the way that that looks for the context of the page, but I don't want that on all my pages. So we'll see what happens going forward. But these little birds were so fun to color. It was a really cute page, and that's what made it fun. I loved coloring in these umbrellas, but yeah, the page, the paper, it's just really hard, and the more detailed you get in it, I can't imagine. I don't know, it kind of makes me not want to do it, but I want to, because they're really cute. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. The paper definitely is hard to work on, but that was my page for February, and I think it's really cute. So Weird Holidays, I really love the idea of the book. The idea of the book is amazing. That's why I got it. We'll see what happens. My next completed page is out of Melpomeni. This is another untouched coloring book that I was able to color in. And again, it was all alcohol marker. This page was picked by Jess at Coloring Bumblebee for her hashtag Complete Mini Mania. And I don't know why I missed posting this in the hashtag. I think I missed posting a lot of my pages though too. I don't think of it. Like I said, I'm still new to social media, so I don't think instantly to take a picture of my stuff and post it on the internet because I'm not used to doing that. So I did complete the page for February. I just didn't get it posted. This one, I had a good idea of what I wanted for the page. The cake turned out really nice. The animals, they were so hard to figure out what their little outfits were gonna be and look nice on the page together. And then after I got done with all that, I definitely wanted a solid background. I just didn't know what to do. And I decided on pink. And I don't know. I don't know if that was the right call or not. I do like how it's solid. I didn't want anything too crazy because there are all these little details on the page already. So I did go with the solid background. I just don't know if it was the right color choice. I'm not sure. And I did notice when I'm doing a large area with alcohol markers, after I've completed a space, like just completed it, and I'm continuing to color, like I'll have my hand on the page and I'll continue to color. And I noticed that when I move my hand, it leaves a fingerprint on the page. I'm not sure if you can see it, but yeah, my little fingerprint's there. And it's because the page is still wet, and I don't know if my finger's like picking up the pigment from the wet page. I don't know what it is, but it definitely left a mark. It happened in another page too. Which one did it happen in? I don't even remember. I don't remember if I showed it already, but it definitely happened. And I have to remember not to touch the wet spots on the page so that my fingerprints don't show up. So yeah, but that's all right. I really did enjoy coloring in this one though, and I'm really excited to do the one for March. I definitely want to get it done. I'm loving Gabby Wolf's art style. Again, it's like that cutesy coloring feel that a lot of people get from the like Coco Wyo books, I guess. But this is definitely more for me. I love the finer details and I love the art of it. It's just so cute. So yeah, I could color this in a second. I just don't think the thicker bold lines are for me. I love these finer lines for sure. So yeah, really cute, and I'm glad that I finally jumped in this book and got a page done in it. So, Mini Mania by Gabby Wolf. Next up, Out of 50 Winter Miniatures by Camellia Angelkova is my page that I did. I did post a video of a background that I did. Oh, I think I already picked out a page. That's why that's there. So this one here, oh, I have a love-hate relationship with this page. It was really, really enjoyable to do. I loved doing the alcohol work on the page with the alcohol markers. And then I had this vision in mind of exactly what I wanted my background to be. And I decided to just dive right in and do it. The bokeh effect is absolutely stunning. I really love the look that it gives on pages, and I wanted that feel on this page. And without any tutorials at all, just seeing someone do it real quick, I decided to hop on video and record my first attempt at doing a bokeh effect background. So that is up on my channel. It's a good time if you want to watch that. I definitely made mistakes and I tried to correct them. I don't know if my corrections were good. Some of them I think were good, and others I don't know. I don't know about these white circles, but I I do love looking at this page, and I love thinking about the hard work that I put into it. I love the fact that I jumped off the cliff and I took a chance and I did what I wanted to do. I wasn't afraid. There was no fear at all, just a lot of second guessing. And this is what I got, and I think it looks really cute. When I look at this now, honestly, I'm very happy. I smile, it makes me happy, and that's all that matters. So yeah. I think my first attempt series is gonna be my favorite because I'll have a lot of fun with it for sure. And yeah, my little spots of orange. Orange is my favorite color. So I think that's what I also love about this page too, that pop of orange. So that was out of 50 Winter Miniatures by Kamila Angelkova. And the last page that I had to show is out of R.J. Hampson's Fantasy Tiny Homes. This was, I don't know if you would consider this untouched. I did already have this whip in there. I still didn't get it done. I think most people, if they just have a whip in a coloring book, they consider it untouched, maybe. I don't know, but I did get this page done, and I'm obsessed. I don't know if this is my favorite page this month or not. It's either my favorite or a close second. I just absolutely adore this page. I really had so much fun jumping into RJ's illustration. It was my first time, besides this, with my Prismacolors. This was all with alcohol markers, and I just went with it. In my mind, I wanted to turn this into a little tiny scene from a Minecraft world, so hence the square sun that is setting in the background. If you don't understand that reference, Minecraft is a world of blocks, so everything is square shape in Minecraft. So we have the square sun setting. This is set in a spruce forest with our berry bushes in the front. We have our wandering trader walking along with his emerald staff, and there is even a little zombie creeping behind the trees in the background there. And I just love everything that I put into this page to tie into Minecraft. It was just so fun, and it makes me smile. It makes me really happy. I love the blend that I got for the sky in the background. I'm really happy with how that turned out because I am still practicing. I'm still working on it. And it really just was a huge successful moment for me. So I really did enjoy working on this page, and I think it was one of the last ones that I colored for the month too. So that is what I have. I do believe it was either this one or it was my completed page in Small Victories. Either of those two were my top faves. I don't know. I really am in love with a lot of the pages that I did for February. I'm very happy with my colorings for the month. So let me know what you thought, and we'll see what March has in store for us. Be on the lookout for March plans and hashtags. That'll be coming up soon. I do also have another haul video. I know I said I wasn't gonna do one, but somebody was bad. So I do have that coming too. They'll be posted up later, and we'll just keep going, just keep coloring. So it's great to have you guys here, and I hope you guys all have a great and colorful day. Bye.